Greetings, family, and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, family, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life in your own narrative, in your own story, and that you are now spiritually online, that you are now spiritually connected to your higher self, the most high creator, the elders. You will know if you're connected to the right frequency because it makes you feel good, it expands your life, and you receive justice for the wrongs that have been done to you. So I just really hope that you're spiritually online, because the way the world is going, it is becoming increasingly important to have a strong foundation on what is real and true for you, and to really know the truth, because they distorted the truth so that at such a time as this, many would lose their way. And they even demonized the truth. And they made people almost allergic to the truth, so that even the truth sayers and even the truth seekers would be persecuted like the days of old. And it was all orchestrated, not to make the truth sayers or the truth seekers or the prophets or the seers miss their way, but to make all those of you who don't believe, all those of you who they ensnared and entrapped with their philosophies and their education and their religion. The saddest thing today is to see an ignorant adult when there is so much information out there for you to just absorb, read, listen, gain a deeper inner over and understanding, and define the truth for yourself. Because at this time, so many portals are being opened by different philosophies, by the Illuminatis, by those who know the power of mental magic, by the covens and the secret societies who are like 100 steps or 1,000 steps ahead of you guys. You cannot catch up physically. You have to move spiritually now. Because as I keep saying, we are in the season of spirit. I mean, you're always in the season of spirit, but we are really on spiritual time. We're also in the season of judgment and karma. And a lot of the reasons why things are kind of remain the same and almost cyclical is because people don't know their truth. And so they can't stand for the truth, and so the falsehood cannot fall. But those are stories for other days. Special shout out to every single person that supports us on Patreon. Definitely consider supporting us on that platform. We do have many other videos on there that we can't release to the public, as well as different libraries and different amazing information. And special shout out also to everyone who has donated through PayPal. There is a gift in the mail for you, a lovely gift, trust me, in the mail for you. So definitely thank you for supporting us and enabling us to dedicate more time to the show. So family, I get a lot of questions asking about, HollyW00D, and talk about this and talk about that, and, like what happened with Will Smith coming out and all this stuff. I told you, family, the world is a theater, and we are but mere actors in it. And a lot of the theater players are high-level magicians or highly initiated occultists. And so when you see them toppling down, it's almost like they're being self-sacrificed by their own. But, this whole thing, even with Diddy and Cassie, and, kudos to her for coming out and, bringing him down. I really don't want to get into the celebrity news. I got sucked into that wormhole, family, and looking at how, it was like 2 to 3 days before the end of the, I think it's the Adults Act or something in New York. And so she released this, but there'd been like this secret investigation that had been going on. And then there was, this is all in Kenya. There was also this Mzungu woman trending, a psychic who had talked about how in November of 2023, Diddy's whole thing his character persona would unravel. And she just released this court case like a day after, Kim Porter's death, which is now being questioned by, her supporters. And there's a lot of whispers in Hollywood. Diddy has done a lot of, shady stuff. But family, it's not even that, Cassie wants to bring him down. What's happening is that the system has sacrificed him. Because what I've seen is, I've always said this, how, the divided states for so long has been like the elder brother of a lot of us in Africa. And so the celebrities in the divided states were almost had almost the same fame in Africa, but with the whole expansion of Hollywood into Africa, even Nollywood and all these things, and getting our own, musicians and stars, there's been a whole shift away from Hollywood to things like Afrobeat, Nollywood, and all these things. But what it shows me, family, is that the end of the idol worship matrix that Hollywood has created is nigh, or is already here. And the way they were able to pull in the masses, the energy of the masses, especially our African-American brothers and sisters, but even our global, because every time, remember when people like Kobe Bryant died, how it was just like a global, like massive energy harvest? So it's like now, they may even feel that death really doesn't have the same impact. So why not just character assassination? Because character assassination and these crazy humiliation rituals is a form of death, family. Death to the character. But for me, regardless of whether Diddy stepped on the wrong toes, or whether he's actually receiving karmic justice, because we are in the season of karma, for me, it just points to the fact that that whole era, ERROR, fam, where they would create these idols who were rotten to the core. Can you imagine how many of our children, how many of even us, our friends, those older than us, those younger than us, actually connected to that Diddy energy? And how filthy he is to the core? And what we were energetically exchanging when we celebrated his music? But it's an end of all that, family. Keep Kenya in your prayers, and the whole of East Africa, East and Southern Africa. We're having El Nino rains. I swear, I'm going to start a Rumble or something, family. I'm even developing an app because I need to tell people what time it is. But anyway, I really hope you can still hear me. So that's what Babylon did for so long. They created these false idols who were literally like false gods that people worshipped and gave their energy to and gave them power to, and then they controlled them behind the scenes. And Diddy was probably one of the biggest and most successful handlers of the Babylon Matrix family. And please watch my shows of how I've talked about how now they're trying to make everything IA. Music AIA, music AI, books AI. And so, because people are moving away from these Hollywood gods. Even Hollywood has been complaining of what a crazy effect AI has had. And then people are consuming movies and everything, these movie stars and stuff. There's an end to that era, family. And for us to see them try and take Will Smith down, it didn't really catch him as much attention. And then all of a sudden now Diddy's story explodes onto the whatever. And you know what? It was trending when I woke up at around 5 a.m. I've gone back to it now, maybe it's 10, 11 a.m. And it's not anywhere on the Kenya trends, Nairobi trends, Africa trends. So it shows you that the stickiness has also gone. We are truly in the end of an era, family. And we have the opportunity now to pick our true, we shouldn't even have idols. But because of the way the world is, it is important and critical and crucial for you to connect to the Most High, or to have some kind of spiritual connection, family, to whatever your culture or faith is, that will help you ride the fall of Babylon and the fall of the Matrix. It's not a joking thing. Because it looks like the minds of the people have withdrawn. And Babylon no longer has the strength, family, or the power to introduce new idols. The new idols ain't cutting it. They can't sing, they can't act, they don't have that natural charisma. And these people weren't chosen randomly, family. They used to be spotted, and they'd see that they either have this god gene or the siren gene or the mermaid gene, something that could draw people and had an intense energy, and that's what they would use. It's not a natural process. It's a selective process, like most presidents and everything. But the entire construct, which in the wider world wasn't just Hollywood, but it included like the music scene, but it also included like presidents. Like in Africa, many of the stars and the idols have been our presidents. But even that is falling, because you see, everything is coming to the surface, family. And people are we're being shown who people really are. And I think the only thing now that we can learn from everything that's happening with the HollyW00D and the end of a Hollywood family is know who you're following, know who you're connecting to. As a lot of idols now come from this social media space, know why you're connecting to them and then put them in their respectful place. Don't ever make anyone who's here on earth your God, family. There are many teachers, there are many guides, there are many earth angels. And you attract the ones based on your energetic level. Which means keep working on yourself and get to your highest possible level alone before you start looking left and right for people to guide you. And that thing of idol worship, they've made it such a slippery slope, because in Africa as well, the pastors and the preachers, they're now the celebrities. They're now the main entertainers. And people are giving them so much money that now they're also the mega rich and the mega stars. But those are stories for other days. Be sure to subscribe to both Dr. Mumbi Show and Dr. Mumbi Spiritual Show. Definitely consider supporting us on Patreon or PayPal, family. And until next time, TUKO, PAMOJA.